everybody, and welcome to this week's Cruise Chat. I'm Kathleen Penner, owner of Plenty of Sunshine Travel, and today I'm joined by Patricia. And as you can see, Patricia is from Explora Journeys. I am super excited to meet with you again today. I have had the pleasure of meeting with you, I think, twice now or three times, and I've met with me one or two times as well. And she's also from Explora, and I am very excited. And before we get started, and I turn it over to you, I just want to tell you guys, I have an Explora fan page on Facebook. I'd love it if you guys could come and join that. We talk all things Explora, exciting itineraries. You get to meet like-minded people who really love Explora as well. And being a brand new brand, I thought we could hit the ground running and just start with a fan page and just work our way up from there. So I'm really excited about that. So make sure you check us out on Facebook. But that's enough listening to me. I'm going to turn this over to Patricia, where we can learn more about Explora Journeys.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you so much for your passion all the time, Kathleen. You know me well enough. I'm very passionate about Explora Journeys. I absolutely love the dream that we are building in front of us. And as it sits today, we're just 47 days away. And I'm sure by the time your guests are watching this, that clock is going to tick a little bit more and get a little closer to our July 17th maiden journey. So we're all very, very excited to see her sail in the water. And really,
right? And to be there from the ground up, right? Like that's the exciting part, is to watch it grow. It's like it's exciting.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. It is just such a wonderful, wonderful product. And I'm so excited to see it finally with my own eyes. But very much I am of the belief that we really are creating something new, unique, and different for all the right reasons. So we're really inviting you to join us on this journey. You know, we're transforming what luxury cruising was known for into ocean journeys. The idea behind this is allowing you to travel a little further, get a little deeper into destination, as well as linger a little longer. But how do we know that to begin with? And that's what our guests are looking for. So we are very guest centric. So we surveyed 20,000 affluent travelers, both from the ocean space as well as luxury land, and really took all of that research. And that's what's created our vision for Explora Journeys. And it's why I love it so much. So it wasn't just us saying, you know, we want to create a new luxury line. We really said to the consumer, you know, what is it that you love about your journey? What is it that you want to see more of? What don't you want to see? And we took all of those elements and really built up Explora. So you'll see that as I kind of walk through, this is all built with consumer research in mind, and truly what our consumers, or our future consumers and our future guests, are telling us they're looking for.
That's awesome.
So we start with our homes at sea. So one of the top things that rose from the research was that our guests wanted space. So we're providing a lot of space, and the best place to provide some of that is our homes at sea. So the idea is, if you're going to journey with us a little bit longer, we want your space to feel like home. So we have a lot of different options from our iconic owner's residence. So there's only one on the ship, spans the full width of deck 8, starting at the very top of the space. We also have 22 ocean residences, really the largest living space on board, and allowing more of that true at home at sea feel to it. 67 of our penthouses offering a luxurious retreat. And then the bulk of our homes are in the ocean terrace suite category, offering 371 ocean suites. They are the largest in the category of luxury ocean cruising. So having it at 377 square feet. So plenty of space. And actually the image in front of you is our lead-in category. So very beautifully designed. And every single one of our suites has a terrace. Every single terrace has a day bed and a dining table. The idea is you want to retreat back to your suite. You want to enjoy that day bed, relax, listen to music, read a book. The dining table for our all-day in-suite dining, what a great way to have a meal and just kind of ease into your day.
Oh, there's nothing breakfast than sitting there. Nothing better than breakfast. Sorry, that's true too. But there's nothing better than just sitting there on your terrace, eating breakfast as you pull into port. Right. Like, it's just love. You're getting closer and closer, and the excitement builds as you're snacking away. And I think that's a great spot to do it. And having that table there just makes all the difference.
I love that. And, you know, I talk about breakfast often because I think, you know, one of the things that came off is I hate rushing off the ship and then rushing to get back on. What a great way to ease into your morning, have breakfast, set up on your terrace, enjoy that cup of coffee. We will arrive at unconventional times and stay very often 11 to 12 hours in port, if not overnight. So you'll see that on our journeys as well, again, making us a little bit different. Yeah. You also see there 78 multi-gen friendly connecting suites. So we are a luxury line, but we do welcome children on board. We will have proper programming and all of that, but also having these connecting suites. We know families are traveling in luxury land resorts. Why not enjoy an ocean experience as well? So offering that to our guests as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at food, because we all care about food all so much, we have lots of different restaurants. You know, we do not have a main dining. We do not have a buffet. What we did is we created restaurants. They're all focused on healthy, delicious foods from local and sustainable sources. We have multiple culinary experiences as well, including in-suite dining and chef's kitchen. You see 6 different restaurants laid out in front of you. So different designs. So whether it's Pan-Asian, we have a steakhouse, Mediterranean. We also, really focus on different areas. There's a lot of vegan options for those guests. We have a lot of gluten sensitive options as well. The idea is it's effortless dining. We don't want anyone to feel like they are a bother if they have a specific dietary need. So we've already taken a lot of that into consideration. So really just making it an effortless, easy way to travel with us.
That's awesome. So the question I have is, you said that there isn't any buffet at the Emporium Marketplace. Is that something then, because it looked like a buffet? And so you have a lot of different stations. So are you going to be seated and a waiter or waitress comes over and takes your order?
What a fabulous question. So great question. So Emporium Marketplace, yes. So that is, I don't want to say a replacement of buffet, but closest to a quicker meal, let's say. So you'll have 18 live cooking stations that you can rotate around and decide what it is that you'd like to eat for that specific meal. Yes. And then you return back to your table. So your host will take care of your order. You will not be walking around with the cafeteria tray. It's simply different stations. You decide what it is that you'd like to eat. And then throughout the day, it will evolve from breakfast foods. At lunch, you may find sushi and sandwiches. In the evening, it may be rotisserie meats and seafood and, freshly handmade pasta. So definitely still delicious options, but a little bit of a different layout. So thank you. That's a great question.
No, I was curious about that because it looks like a buffet, but I thought, I don't think it is. Like, I don't think that they have a buffet. And then you mentioned that, so I wanted to just pick your brain for a minute there.
Love that. Thank you. Pick away. This is what this is all about. It's really getting into those innate details that your guests may be
and we're all learning together.
About.
So I'm glad my subscribers are following along as well and can learn with us.
Amazing. I love it. So, when we look at what you can do on board, there are multiple bars, lounges, entertainment and enrichment experiences, all of which offer this sort of cosmopolitan entertainment. And it has this perfect blend of vibrancy, but also privacy. So it really is this whole idea. And I'm sure I've said this before on other times that we've spoken. It's creating the right vibe for the right time. So really understanding, these spaces will evolve from day to night. We may have a lecturer or a luminaire during the day in a venue. In the evening, it may be a 4-piece quartet playing music, right? So really just evolving all of our different spaces. We will have 12 indoor and outdoor bars and lounges, so plenty of choice. So the first thing our guests told us is they wanted space. The second thing they told us is they wanted a lot of choice. And I think we're definitely offering a lot of choice with 12 indoor and outdoor bars and lounges.
Absolutely.
And then we also offer, a very small casino. We have an art gallery. We have a culinary school and a very unique curated shopping experience. Even our shopping experience, very exclusive to Explora. You won't find these specific vendors anywhere else. They're really exclusively working with us and bringing you something very unique that you can't find back at home.
I love that culinary school because I think I had mentioned we're going to be sailing together in October, and I am actually looking forward to learning more about that culinary school because I really love to cook. Cooking is something I'm very passionate about, and to go away on vacation and learn how to cook a local meal and then bring it back home and replicate it is just something that brings back those memories. And you're constantly thinking about the cruise as you're preparing the meal, and you're delighting your guests as well with something you can say, I learned this in Scotland, or I learned this, in Boston, and it's a local meal. So I think that's something I'd love to do. And it would be great if, all of you guys could come along with us too. And then we could do that. Oh, that would be fun.
Yes, we will have great things in store for you once we're on board, and we'll get some live looks and really get into the deep little corners of Explora and really bring that to life for those viewers in your fan page. So next up is our Ocean Wellness, perhaps my favorite spot. So the spa and beauty area. So inclusive of your journey, you'll have access to this beautiful spa area, our thermal area. So whether it's the steam room or steam shower, or hydrotherapy pool, we have a salt cave. So really giving you that idea of connecting you to the ocean state of mind, which you'll see often Explora use that word ocean state of mind or that phrase. And, I know no one will do this when I say it, but if I ask you to close your eyes and say, what do you think about when I say the ocean state of mind? Your vision and my vision may be different, but at the end of the day, it's going to bring you this calming, relaxed feeling. So we really thought about that and thought, how do we bring that inside? You know, from the ocean views bring you that. How do you bring that inside? And that really is through our ocean wellness program. So we have this beautiful thermal area. Now we also have treatment rooms. So for that elevated experience, you know, if you're looking for a massage or a facial or any kind of relaxation, we have 11 rooms. 2 are private spas. 1 is a double treatment room and 7 single treatment rooms as well. Also really important to note is we own and operate our own spa. And that is simply because we want it to be a hassle-free environment. We don't want to sell you product. We don't want to ask you to come back with coupons. We want you to come in and enjoy what it is that you're there for. All of that's available if you'd like to purchase some products, absolutely. But that is not something that we're going to necessarily put in your face. We're just going to allow you to enjoy and choose as you wish.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a massage, and at the end I look at it and I'm like, oh, what's this $59 charge? And she's like, oh, that's for this cream. And I'm like, cream? No. So I love that you guys aren't doing that. So thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. So we listened to the research and clearly that came through. So these are the little things that you can start to pull in as you see the research and how we created Explora Journeys. You know, and perfectly laid into that is our beauty facility. So we have a beauty studio and then we also have a barber corner. Why do we have that? So from the research, the men said, you know, I need to get a haircut, but I don't want to go to the beauty salon to do so. Yep. So we've created a barber's corner. So I think that's just like another unique little touch that really we listen to our guests and really want to make it accessible for all and really what they're looking for. So paired with Ocean Wellness is our fitness program. So we have a very robust fitness program. We know fitness is the key to health. We want to make sure that we have everything available for our guests. So in front of you, you see our fitness center. So state-of-the-art equipment partnered with Techno Gym. We have a fitness studio that runs 5 classes a day, 30 minutes each, all inclusive of your journey. We also have open air fitness. So again, ocean state of mind, also while you're doing your fitness activities. So having spin bikes, we'll have rowing machine and other equipment. We have a beautiful running track on our upper deck, along with a sports court. And our sports court can do half court basketball. We'll also do yoga up there. And then we will also have pickleball because we know how important pickleball is these days. So definitely configure for that. Yeah. And then one of my personal favorites is in-suite fitness. So some guests maybe don't want to do fitness in an open area. I think a lot of us have gotten accustomed to doing things in our homes and on apps and watching things on TV. So what we have is our Techno Gym. It's an in-suite fitness kit where you will actually have equipment there available for you. So there'll be some free weights, some bands, and we'll also have Techno Gym programming so you can follow along with the program for those that are not comfortable going outdoors or would just prefer to get it done kind of first thing in the morning in their suite and be done with it. So again, just another way that we've listened to our guests. Mm-hmm. And then poolside leisure. So while you are cooking, I will be poolside. I'm very avid on the pool. So we definitely, again, lots of space, lots of choice. So we have actually 3 outdoor pools, one of which will stay as an adults only pool, knowing that we are multi-gen and there could be children. We want to make sure we do protect some space for adults that don't want, that want their own space. We will also have 1 indoor pool that will be heated as well. So knowing that we're traveling in different areas of the world and that just protecting against the elements. So we will have our conservatory. We also have multiple indoor and outdoor whirlpools for our guests to enjoy. And then never ever forget about our hydrotherapy pool in that thermal area within our ocean wellness program. So lots of different poolside leisure that you can enjoy. Mm-hmm. So all that said, just thought it'd be great to just let you know what our journeys do include. So our hospitality experts are top of the top, definitely gone to some of the best schools. So definitely very intuitive service. Our guest to host ratio is 1 to 1.25. So when you think about that, that's when you know your host will be able to know exactly what you're looking for. That bartender or that mixologist is going to remember your drink and they're really going to get personalized with your preferences. We have 9 distinct culinary experiences, including in-suite dining. So I reviewed the restaurants. Some of our other areas like Crema Cafe, we'll also have like little sandwiches and sweet treats. We'll have high tea with biscuits and things like that throughout the day. So there's other culinary experiences that I didn't touch on either. Mm-hmm. There will be unlimited beverages, fine wines, premium spirits, specialty, coffees, teas, soft drinks, all of that included, as well as your in-suite mini bar. You will have access to the spa thermal area, our well-being and fitness programs, all onboard gratuities are included, our Wi-Fi is included, the in-suite welcome bottle of champagne I love. So for our Ocean Terrace, so our entry-level category, that'll be a bottle of Veuve Clicquot that you will arrive to. And then in addition to that, you will also have your choice of spirit as well as a bottle of wine within your suite. So that will be done prior to your arrival. We'll know what to place in there for you. And then as the categories go up, you know, for our penthouse, it'll be a Moët and Chandon vintage. And then our top category in our residence will be a bottle of Dom Perignon. So very nice way to begin your journey.
Yes.
And then last but not least, the shuttle service from port to city center. So if we happen to be, I believe it's within 80 kilometers, we will provide shuttle service for our guests should they want that service as well. So our journeys really do include a lot. I think that's just a very fast highlight of all the wonderful things that Explora is offering.
And if I remember correctly, I think you had mentioned before that each room has its own Wi-Fi router. Am I correct on that one?
It does, absolutely.
Awesome.
We know
so you're never going to have that drop connection. That's great.
Correct. As much as we could avoid that, we are going to avoid that just by adding that router in each and every suite. So thank you for remembering that. And I think so the picture I painted thus far for anyone listening for the first time or just a refresher from previous times, you know, we really don't think of ourselves as a cruise line, but rather that creator of journeys. We're looking at it very differently on the ship, but we're also looking at it very differently off the ship in the destinations that we visit and the itineraries we're planning and the experiences we're offering on land. You know, so through all that research, our guests told us they want to travel slower, get deeper, linger a little longer. And we're offering that perfect blend of celebrated destinations along with those off the beaten path and lesser traveled spots. So you're getting a mix of both. So you're really having the opportunity to get into destination in a completely different way. And as I gently mentioned earlier, you know, oftentimes we're in port for 11 to 12 hours. That's sort of our standard. Many times you'll see that overnight, and that overnight is really important in specific spots as well. So if it's okay with you, I'll demonstrate one of our itineraries, one of my personal favorites, departing in August of 2023. So coming up, not that far from now. So the Scottish Locks, Irish Isle, and military tattoo. So this is a very popular itinerary. It's 9 nights. And it really gets in, it's a very rich itinerary. So getting into Edinburgh, Newcastle, Invergordon, Stornoway, Greencastle, Liverpool, ending all the way up into Glasgow. So definitely very port heavy in the sense that lots of rich ports to visit in different countries, even as we move along. And we really want to demonstrate how we immerse ourselves in this journey. So I'm going to highlight Edinburgh. So we get off, and this is an overnight. Why? Because there's so much to do, and it's such a beautiful area. So our guests will have the opportunity to enjoy a performance at the military tattoo. So our destination experiences, also known as shore excursions within the industry, they are not included with the journey, but you have the opportunity to enjoy them should you choose. And we have very unique destination experiences, again, crafted specifically for Explora Journeys. So you cannot get this anywhere else. So in this specific example, it's a 5.5-hour experience. So it begins with a tasting of specially selected Scotch whiskies. And then you'll also get to enjoy some local fare paired with that. All the while with that backdrop of the Edinburgh Castle. So quite the beautiful, spectacular presentation just as the beginning of your evening. And then your guide will actually guide you down to prime seating where you'll be able to view a recital of the military two cast. So I think that's such an incredible, when you talk about, you know, you talked about being able to cook somewhere and learn something and bring that home. This is the type of experience that really immerses you in. And it is something you are going to take plenty of pictures of and talk about for many, many years to come.
Yes,
so again, right, showing that real uniqueness of the things that we'll be offering. And then if that's not enough, Explora has done a great job at really providing some new experiences for our guests. So we have partnered with Pelorus. So Pelorus has created these pre and post journeys for us. Very, very unique, very bespoke, and really get immersive. Kind of, you can do it prior or afterwards. So in the case of the example I'm going to give you is after that beautiful journey with us, you can then choose to join Pelorus for their Highland Wonders. So very simply stated, just to give you an idea of how we're doing this post-journey experience, the first day will be focused on the Braemar Gathering. You'll watch the Highland Games, which is a 900-year-old history So very exciting. The royal family attends this very much. This is one of the late queen's favorite things to gather in. So something that you'll be able to immerse yourself in. And then the second day, very different. So local guides will take you through a Highland safari where you will forage and learn about the different apothecary properties within the specific area. So very different on like history nonetheless, but very different activities. So getting very, very deep into there.
That's cool.
And then the third day, which I think is incredibly unique. So you'll have the opportunity to hike up the hill of the Boar, and then you'll be led to wild swimming through the crystal clear Scottish waters in September. So I think that's right. And it's really incredible. Maybe not for the faint of heart. You do definitely need some high energy for this activity, but what a great and memorable experience, and all of these are followed by dinners, lunches, breakfast, all of that is included as well, which I'll highlight in just a moment. And then the final day, you head to the River Dee, which is a very charmingly remote, you can see that image there, area. You'll cast a salmon fishing line. So again, very different from what you've done for the previous 3 days. And then you'll be followed by an evening, afternoon and evening by the Edinburgh and Balmoral castles. So again, when you think about all these things that you see all the time, these are really bucket list destinations and experiences. And when I say bucket list, these aren't even bucket lists, because I don't think a lot of this you would even know you could do, right? So it really is deep into destination, right?
And it really seems like there's something for everyone. Like there's so many different kinds of experiences that get molded into one really phenomenal experience. And that's amazing.
Exactly. It's so well said. So very different from day 1 to day 2 to day 3. You're seeing something completely different, right? So you're seeing, all of these different things, all these guided hikes. You're getting to immerse yourself with, Scottish folk music and again, that safari. So lots of different activities and enrichment that you'll participate in this 4-day journey. And then you'll also have the luxury accommodations included, right? So you'll have, a luxury private estate that you will stay at for 3 of the evenings, with the last evening being at the Balmoral, which is a Roccoforte hotel in Edinburgh. So when we talk about it being super exclusive and super unique and really offering that top-notch luxury, this is where it's at. So, and then just also,
and is that a picture of it there? Is that what that is? Or is
that is a picture of it there? So there you go. So it's quite, when you talk about, I think, and I'm sure many people can agree, as they're listening, and yourself included, vacationing was very important to us and experiences were very important to us, I want to say always, but now there is a deeper need for that trip to really accentuate what you want to learn. You really want to experience. People don't want to just necessarily go and just be like, oh, I've seen something. They really want to get in. They really want to talk to the locals. They really want to understand the different cultures. And that's what I love about Explora Journeys is we're doing that. Yes. And even on our ships through this itinerary specifically, our lecturers, our lumineers, they will all be focused around the itinerary. So you're really going to learn a lot about the places that you're visiting, which I think is incredibly unique. So definitely a very bespoke experience, crafted by Pelorus for us specifically. And then in addition to all of the things that Explora Journeys is also offering. So,
and it really goes with the thought process of I'm a traveler, I'm not a tourist. So just in that little saying, it's, you're diving in deep to that area and you're exploring it the way it's supposed to be. You're traveling more like a local as opposed to just seeing, just a little overview of things. So I love that.
Exactly. So I think, very simply stated, I think we are really transforming what luxury cruising was known to be, and that whole ocean escape, the lingering a little bit longer, the unconventional arrival times, the longer time in port. It really is bringing that ocean state of mind. It is a relaxing experience. We're not rushing our guests. We're giving them really unique time and destination. We're giving them unique experiences. We're bringing them to places, whether they're the bucket list or they're those lesser known spots that they didn't know they would love the most. I think that's what the resounding feeling is going to be coming back from an Explora journey. So very excited to bring this forward. And I thank you so much for your passion with Explora.
I love it. I love that it's, diving deeper, which we just looked at, and then having all that space as well in your, I want to say your stateroom, but it's not, it's your suite or your home, bringing in the couches and the comfortable furniture. And it's, I love it. It's amazing. So yes. So thank you. Wow. And thank you so much for putting that together. I just really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you would take the time out from your busy day and meet with us. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
No problem. I hope everybody has a great week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
you so much for watching this week's episode with Patricia. It was really, I love Explora, as you know, that's why I created the fan page. And it was really nice to see some of those venues, to hear about what's going to be there, and then to take that really good look at that extra immersion program that they have. And this is specialized with Explora. You're not going to get these experiences with anybody else. This is something that only they do. And I think that that was really exciting to see that. And it was really cool. I cannot wait to sail with them. As you know, as I mentioned during the episode, I'm going to be sailing with them in October, October 13th to 20th. And I would love it if you guys could come along. I think that would be really fun and amazing. And by all means, please reach out to me. And it's info@plentyofsunshinetravel.com, because I'd love for you guys to come with us. I'd love to take those cooking classes with you and to just experience the whole ship and the itinerary together. I just think that would be a lot of fun, and I would love for you to come. So it is info@plentyofsunshinetravel. I would just adore to meet you guys on board too. Next week, I'm going to be meeting with Lisa, and she is from Lindblad Expeditions. And I really enjoy meeting with new cruise lines. This is the second time I will have met with her. And they are really good with exploring below the ocean surface. So they have really unique things and unique experiences to do that. And that's why I do these cruise chats, so that we can kind of learn together all of the cruise lines, and to sort of see which one is best for you, and you can make an informed decision. So thank you so much for following along with us. Make sure you check out our fan page. It's going to be in the description below, but if you are going onto Facebook, just type in Explora Journeys fan page and come and join it and meet like-minded people. I just got started, so it's just growing, but I make sure to post things in there every single day. And you guys are starting to post too, which is awesome. I get to meet you all. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for watching and for joining along. And I will see you guys on board, or I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.